And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Drinking Games. I believe this is episode 55. I might be wrong. Uh, but yeah, after being about, what was it? Probably about a month and a half, uh,
Yeah,
we're back. We did kind of mention in the last episode that this was happening, so shouldn't be that big of a surprise. But yeah, we're back. And hopefully better than ever, I guess.
yeah.
uh,
Well, definitely like more well rested, I would say, for
oh
me at
yeah,
least.
your work was really hitting you pretty hard. That's for sure.
Yeah, it still kind of is, but like, I at least get one at my normal days off now.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah,
still work like 13-hour days sometimes. It fucking sucks.
yeah, yeah. It can be rough. Uh, I did a few of those days last week, like almost in a row, and it was killing me. So
Yeah. Well, and then the hours I work, bro, like 4 p.m. to 5 a.m.
yeah, yeah, that would mess me up.
Yeah, so like sometimes I don't go to bed till like 8 in the morning. I'm like getting drunk and fucking eating dinner at 6
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
morning, you know?
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's gotta mess with your like internal clock a little bit.
yeah, like some days I sleep 4 or 5 hours. And then like today I slept in, woke up about 9:30, made the kids breakfast, and then like passed out in this chair right here until like from like 10 to almost 2.
There you go.
So, yeah. So I got like 10 hours of sleep today, which is good, but it's just catching up basically.
Yeah, yeah. That's always catching up. So I guess we do have a topic today. We should probably briefly talk about what we've been playing, and I do want to get your thoughts on The Last of Us Part 2. I recently beat it last night.
Jesus.
Yeah, I really was blazing through that game, and me and Devin have especially been like talking back and forth, like not in group chat, so we're not
Yeah.
spoiling,
Thank
people's
you.
enjoyment. Uh, so yeah, tell me about where, like, hour wise in the game you are, and what your thoughts are, and then I'll let you know.
I don't know. I'm pretty still in the beginning. I'm barely like to the part where I find the people that you're looking for, if you know what I mean. I don't want to like
Yeah, yeah. There might be some light spoilers, but so
I'm in Seattle.
you're in Seattle, yeah.
I just barely got to Seattle and I barely like opened my map and then that's the last thing I did.
Okay, so you're in that part of the game. Yeah, that's still fairly much in the beginning of the game, and
Yeah.
I mean, this is not story spoilers, but the kind of spoil. That part of the game is the only time where you have that sort of experience with the map and like clearing out buildings, which I
Oh,
thought
okay.
was kind of weird. Like, I thought like they would like keep doing that like with each section,
But they
and then
didn't.
they didn't do it again. And I was like,
Eh,
okay, maybe this was something they were planning on doing more, and
they
maybe
said
due
fuck
to
it.
the PS4 not being able to, handle it or something of that nature. They just didn't, or maybe that was just like a choice that they just wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I like that part of the game just because I guess it teaches you how open the game is. Like how you have it's it's telling you to slow down and look for these supplies and do, you know, it's kind of teaching you how to get the collectibles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's neat. So that being said, what do you think about it?
So far, it's cool. I mean, it's more The Last of Us combat so far. The Last of Us 1. Like, it didn't change that much to me.
Yeah,
I think the dodging is new.
dodging is new, jumping is new,
Oh, yeah, jumping is new.
and going prone is new.
But besides that, I mean, it's basically the same shit.
Yeah,
The story's good. I don't know. They tried to like make the beginning more compelling than the first one, but I don't think anything will beat the first one's beginning.
hard to beat that beginning,
Yeah,
and
yeah, it's good, but
yeah,
like the other one was like, oh my god, I might cry right now.
yeah, and I don't know. Like I kind of said this in the chat. Like I don't think this game deserves like the majority of hate it's been getting by like certain people. But I also damn sure don't think this game is a perfect 10 at the same time. And I think both of those realities can be true.
Yeah, I mean, it is. The only reason I'm staying with it is to see out the story.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
The only reason I bought it was because, like, yeah, it's a good, like, okay stealth action game, but the story is like awesome. It looks good. Like,
you know, and the stealth action kind of reminds me of not necessarily the gameplay part of it, but like it kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5, where it's like, okay, I've been doing so good stealthily doing this, and then one motherfucker sees me and fucks it all up, and then I just start going guns a blazing after that.
Yeah.
Like I've done that quite a few times in the game. But yeah, I do like the game. I obviously beat it. My Pro overheated last night over the game, and I don't know if that had anything to do with the game itself or just the Pro. So
Probably the Pro, dude, because my PS4, like, it doesn't even sound that bad.
oh, my Pro was like sounding like it was gonna fucking take off. Like I would put these headphones on just to not hear my my Pro. Like I was like, I cannot hear what they're saying, so let me put my headphones on.
Yeah, it has to be your console, man, because mine, like, it's kind of loud, but it's not like that loud.
Yeah,
And I have an OG Xbox.
PlayStation, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, PlayStation.
Luckily, I still have my base PS4. I'm getting a brand new Pro, for only $40 more.
Yeah, it's not bad, I guess. They shouldn't have charged you, but I guess they got to do what they got to do.
Yeah, it was. I guess it was just to make up the difference of what they charged the refurbished ones. So that's all it was like the different. Which still, I got it cheaper from. I got it cheaper from what they were selling it as because I got it on sale. And I just had to pay $40 more.
Yeah.
So I'm still paying less for what they charge for refurbished, and
you're paying $320 for a brand new one.
Yeah, instead of $400. So
that's cool.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I like the game. I do have some issues with it. it does have this interesting. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'll just leave it at that until we do like a spoiler cast. Maybe if
Yeah, I'm gonna play it tonight some more
yeah.
instead of all night playing Overwatch. But yeah, I'll probably play like in an hour or two, and then when it like the 3 days I don't have my kids the next day, I usually stay up late and play games now
That's cool.
instead of watching TV because I watched everything that I really want to watch so far.
That's cool. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of TV too, but yeah, I really blasted through The Last of Us.
Have you been playing anything else? Because I mean, I've been playing a couple other things.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's been a while since we talked, so I started playing the Ratchet and Clank reboot that they made a few years back.
Dude, I was thinking about booting that up for the kids, man, and just
Yeah.
watching, because I think that would be a good game for them.
Yeah, well, I kind of got hyped for the new one that's gonna like be like a launch window game on the PS5, and it looked amazing, and I was like, well, I should go back and beat Ratchet and Clank because it is a pretty good video game. And yeah, it's a super gorgeous game and pretty fun to play, and I'd recommend it for, I'm sure it's pretty cheap right now, and I think it was free on PS Plus a while back ago.
Yeah, I think it was free. I got it for like $10, like two or three. When did it come out?
I think maybe 2016, 2017, somewhere in that area.
One or 2 years ago, on a Black Friday sale.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because when it first launched, it was a $40 game. So,
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
so maybe the year after it came out.
Yeah, could have been. And yeah, that's a really good game. I enjoy it. It's fucking gorgeous. It's one of the best looking, like literally one of the best looking PS4 games. Like that art style just works very well for it.
Yeah.
Like it does look sort of like a Pixar movie almost. And then what else? I beat Mafia 3. I don't know if I talked about that before.
Oh, you beat it?
Yeah, I did. I went through the whole game and beat it. And I got like one of the shitty endings.
That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it for what it was. I know it's not a perfect game, like whatsoever. But I dug it. I think I just liked the story. I thought it was, interesting that they, used a black veteran to tell the story, and I don't know, those little like interviews that they do in between that are like talking about you and stuff kind of wrote me in a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, I just dug it. I don't know. I don't know if it has anything to do, like I like mob movies too. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's, I may not look it, but I am Italian. It's like you watch these movies like fucking Casino and Goodfellas,
Yeah.
and shit like that, like probably a million times. Like
yeah.
Even Godfather and stuff like that. So it was like, it's like I'm playing fucking. Well, I mean, Godfather did have a fucking video game that I also played, but it's like I'm playing
Godfather. It's all right.
Almost, you know what I mean? Yeah, the Godfather game was kind of decent, actually.
Yeah.
I never played the second one. I heard it didn't do that well though. But yeah, I dug it. It was an okay game. It's obviously super like a 7 out of 10 game. It's not perfect at all. It has
Yeah.
issues, but yeah, I liked it. I feel like that is one of the few games where on the Pro it kind of looks worse. And
Oh, really?
yeah, because it tries too hard with the lighting. And sometimes that lighting is too much. Like it's just too bright, to be able to see stuff. And I feel like there are probably I do remember reading about like there being a couple games where the Pro patch actually makes the game look
Fucked it
worse.
up.
Yeah. And that's probably one of those games. Just because it was trying to go a little too bright. Thinking about other games. I mean, those are probably like the couple games that, of any consequence that I've played. What about you?
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Everybody's Golf VR.
Ooh.
A lot.
I did pick that up, but I haven't really gotten into it too much.
Man, that game is good. I'll find myself playing it for like at least a couple hours straight. Like,
hell yeah.
Once you understand how it works is when it gets good. Like,
kind of similarly to Everybody's Golf, like the original one. Like once you kind of understand how that game works. Like I sucked at putting for a long time.
I hate putting in this one.
And once I learned putting, I was like, oh fuck yeah.
The thing that I hate is that when you putt, there's such like a, what am I trying to say? Detachment maybe from like real golf. Like, cause usually when you're putting, you like feel it, you feel the weight of the ball against the club when you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here, like I have to just look at the fucking meter when I putt. I don't even look at the ball.
Right.
And you kind of do have to look at the ball though, because like any way you turn the move, yeah. But I mean, they give you as many practice swings as you want, and like I'll get a good practice swing, hit the button, and then like, do it real fast afterwards to get it going.
Yeah.
I
imagine putting is just a weird thing to do in any sort of motion, because remember how shitty it was in the Wii golfing? Like you either did a perfect putt or you fucking slammed that thing across the fucking, like
no,
you would
like
just like
it's good in Everybody's Golf. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Like I can get a good motion going and it'll pick up the motion.
That's good, because the Wii golf was just like terrible. Like it did not register the putt very well in the Wii golf.
No, yeah, it this game is really good about hitting the ball. It kind of goes where you think it's going to go if you hit it all fucked up. The only thing that's kind of finicky is the move. So I bet like if I think I have some golf clubs here, I'm gonna break one and like fucking find like one of those Velcro straps.
Yeah.
Like the kind that have a loop at the end like this.
Yeah.
And then you could put it through and then fucking tighten it and then put it down. I'm gonna do that to the fucking move, Velcro it to a club stick.
There you go.
But then I'm like, fuck, dude, because it asks you how tall you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. So does that mean it's gonna pick me up being short?
Maybe there's a way to go into the settings and adjust it. I don't know. I know some games do that to where.
No, it just asks you your height.
Oh, okay.
And it's like it's spot on, dude. Like I was like, oh shit. I put 5'11", and I felt like, yeah, that's I feel like, yeah, this is the right height.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whereas my daughter put 4'8" because she's 4'8", and like I was like, what the fuck's going on, dude?
Hell yeah. I
So
don't know
that
if I'm just having like camera issues for the game here. Like, I don't know. It might just be because I only played it for a little bit, but it felt a little finicky here. I feel like,
at first, yeah, I felt like, oh, what the fuck?
yeah,
But then the more you fuck with it, the more you get used to it, and you know, like, okay, like I'm gonna hold the club, you know, like I'm not gonna like it picks up like everything, dude.
yeah,
So
that's good.
but yeah, you take a couple practice swings and it's all good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I definitely say if you have PSVR to pick it up. The
Yeah.
caddy, man, like I only got one caddy, right? And
Yeah.
it's a chick, and she'll be like, oh, oh. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, get out of here. I'm not gonna let my kids play this if you're like making sex noises.
I, yeah, I heard somebody. I think there was like an article written about that was pretty much like everybody's golf VR is a secret dating simulator or something like that. Like I guess
Yeah, like the caddy's like making sex noises. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, get out of here.
and apparently, because I was looking at like I saw that there was DLC for the game, and
Oh,
like
dude,
all the DLC is different caddies. I think.
dude, and you sit down like after you play the holes, you sit down with them and like talk.
Yeah, that's like the dating sim aspect.
Yeah, they're like, do you want to sit down and talk? I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I just want to like go golf. Get out of here.
That's hilarious, though. That's crazy. You
Yeah.
know, that sounds like some Japanese ass shit that they would do, though.
Oh, for sure, dude. It's like a
Yeah,
dating sim right there.
yeah. Uh,
But
that's cool. Yeah.
I've been
And yeah,
playing
that was
that. And
pretty cheap on the store not too long ago.
yeah, it was half price, so I picked it up. What else? I think I played a little bit more of the Walking Dead game.
How do you like that?
It's good. I mean, it's good. It's like very story driven, so I don't know. The controls are where you're. If it had better controls, it would be better. But for what it is, like using the controls I have to use, it's a really good game.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll patch in like well, I don't know. That might be difficult for that game. I was gonna say like you know, maybe down the line they'll put the aim controller in the game,
Yeah,
but you know, with all the like, oh, reach over here to get your backpack and get this gun and get this gun and get this gun, it might be a little hard to do that with the aim, unless
yeah,
they wanted to like map that to just hitting a button. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
yeah. But I think. Oh, and Overwatch, of course. I finally like. You know what sucks is like gold is 1900 to 2000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last night I hit 1905, and I'm still
Ooh.
silver.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was kind of like buzzed, and then like I looked and I was like, 1905, fuck yeah! And then I looked at the symbol next to it, and it was a silver one, and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Hmm.
I was
What
like,
if that's a
that's how you guys
bug
are.
or?
That's how they're gonna play it, huh? I'm like right on the edge, so you still keep me silver? I'm gonna fucking sue you.
Fuck you, Overwatch.
I was fucking pissed, dude. It clearly says 1900 to 2000. Like, why am I not gold?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Wow.
finally, after all these years, well, not really. Like, I started playing competitive like 20 the end of 2018, so like a year and a half.
hmm That's cool, dude. It's kind of weird that like we haven't heard anything new about Overwatch 2. Like they
Mm,
just like showed it off and they're like, whatever, you know.
I mean, BlizzCon was going to be at the end of the year, so who knows if they had something for then.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe they're just holding it for the new consoles.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm sure.
uh, I guess that would make sense. It's
You
just
can
so
play
weird
it
when
on
you see
a
a game like showed off like how long ago was it? That was like last year whenever they showed it.
at BlizzCon,
Yeah.
so November of 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not too long ago.
Yeah, I guess not.
6 months, 7 months.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know, and it's not that crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, yeah, other games get showed off or even earlier than that, that's for sure. Uh, yeah. And it's not like it's that big of an, I mean, you're still going to be able to play your multiplayer on either game. I still think it was a mistake to even make Overwatch 2. It should have just been a, like how freaking the Division had that big ass expansion called Warlords of New York.
But
Or
it's the Division 2, dude.
yeah, the Division 2. Uh, that and they charged basically a full game. Or isn't it
40.
like $40 for that Warlords? But it's like a whole new game now, isn't it?
I
Something like
think
that.
so.
Yeah, like they put so much new shit in it. They were like, and the funny thing is, before they did that, they like dropped the price to the Division 2 to like $2 or something like that. So
Yeah.
like they were like, let's get people in, and if they like it, they'll pay this fucking $40.
Oh, for sure.
Uh, so that was kind of a good business idea on Ubisoft's front, I'm sure, and that probably paid pretty well for them, I imagine. But yeah, I just think it's crazy how some, like there was the Destiny showcase that they did a while back. Like, what was that? Like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And it was like they're like, oh, the future of Destiny, and it's like, okay, it's pretty cool that they have like their 3-year plan to keep going with Destiny 2. You know what I mean? They like basically were saying, oh fuck it, we're like Destiny 3 might not even exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like ever, which is pretty cool. So I don't know. That was it, right? That was pretty much everything you're playing.
Yeah. Just Overwatch, Last of Us, and Everybody's Golf VR, and Saints and Sinners.
Oh yeah, just really quickly before we get into the topic, because we weren't doing the show whenever it happened. We had the PS5 reveal. It was basically, there was quite a few games shown off, and then the console was the big thing, I think. But what did you think about that? What do you think about the look of the console?
I like it. I think it looks cool. It's like some popped up collar look.
It's definitely different. I don't mind it either. I think you know, obviously, like, as long as the thing runs well, I really don't give a fuck what it looks like.
I think it
You know?
looks fucking weird, bro, but I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah. Uh,
How are you gonna lay it down on its side?
I don't know, but they showed pictures of it. Like, there's a. I guess the console is gonna come with two different stands because there's clearly a stand where it's standing
On
up,
the horizontal, yeah.
and then there's clearly a different stand, or maybe there's a way you can. Maybe it's the same stand, but you can modify it. I don't know, and it's laying down, and it looks weird as fuck lying down, but I feel like that's
How
where
a
at
lot of
least
people are gonna have it.
75% of the
Yeah.
people are gonna have it because they don't have, unless you put it behind your TV, that thing is going to fucking like block like a part of your TV standing up, you
Oh
know?
yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just gonna lay it down, and it's what's kind of unfortunate because it looks kind of cool. I don't know. It's different, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, I like it. But I prefer just like a black box to go under my TV.
yeah. Is the Series X gonna be able to lay down? Have
Hmm.
they said anything? Okay, that's cool. That's good. So yeah, and that looks smaller than if you put those two side to side, the PS5 definitely.
Yeah, I wonder.
Uh, but I don't know. Yeah, I liked the way it looked. I liked a lot of the games that they showed. We talked briefly about the new Ratchet, which looks
Yeah.
insane. They did Horizon, uh, which I was,
Spider-Man.
yeah, Spider Man, Miles Morales, which there was some confusion on what the hell it was at first, and I thought it was obvious it was like a Lost Legacy sort of situation.
I thought it
Uncharted.
was an actual game,
Yeah, well, it is, but it won't
but
be.
like until they said like, "Hey, this is a standalone,"
Yeah,
then I was like, "Oh, it's not like a $60 game."
yeah. I imagine it'll probably be like 30 or 40 bucks. Which is kind of nice because we're probably going to be spending about 550 on this thing. So a game a little bit on the cheaper side might not be a too bad pick for people to pick up for the new console, I suppose.
Yeah.
Uh, and Astro's Playroom, I think is what it was called, which they haven't confirmed if that's also going to be VR compatible or not. Uh,
I thought so. Like, fuck, man, it's Astrobot. It's known for VR.
yeah, I hope it is. But that is going to be pre-downloaded on all PS5s, so that's kind of neat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Uh, yeah, it was a good reveal. It got me hyped for it. Uh, but yeah, we can go on to the topic of the day, which we're going to do. What do you think are some of the best TV shows in your opinion? Obviously,
Yeah.
because everybody has their own opinion on TV shows.
Yeah.
And there's thousands of TV shows out there. Some we probably have never heard of. And you mentioned that there's some shows that you like that people have probably never heard of before we started.
Yeah. I like a lot of like, I don't know, different shows, I guess. Like I don't know, at last month I went and watched all of Black Jesus. Like that show's dope.
I need to
It's
watch
about, yeah, it's about Jesus in the hood, like, and he's
that.
Black Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Charlie Murphy's in it. There's a lot of like actors in it that are like semi-famous. I was surprised. That's an Adult Swim show. A lot of the Adult Swim shows people never really heard of, which I find amazing. Like China, Illinois.
I have heard of that. I have never watched an episode of that.
Man, that show is good. Fucking Hulk Hogan's in it. He's one of the voices. It's a cartoon.
Really?
Yeah, it's about like a college and all the teachers. It's about like the history department, and they're all fucking scumbags and like hook up with the students and do all kinds of shit.
Jeez.
And that one's pretty funny. It's by this guy Brad Neely, which I like his animation.
Hmm.
I think I'm saying his name right. I don't know. It's Neely, I believe.
That sounds right. Neely. Yeah.
It's weird. Like the animation's really fucking weird. The show's really fucking weird. But like if you watch it, you'll get into it. Of course, Eric Andre show. Like
Right.
that guy's a fucking beast. Like I'll probably watch his Netflix special this week sometime.
Mm.
I heard it's really good. It looks funny as hell. His stand-up special.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Oh,
I always like listening to stand-up specials on Netflix.
Yeah, and Eric Andre's a crazy motherfucker, dude. Like,
Have
you seen the commercial for it?
No.
Yeah, you should probably watch it, dude. Like he's like, yeah, dude, no condoms tonight. And like he puts up his hand to like high five this guy, and this guy high fives him in the crowd, and like it's fucking dude. That guy's a crazy motherfucker, and he's funny though. So like there's an episode of his show where he had fucking what's that guy's name that's in what the fuck, what movie is it? He's like famous, dude. He's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's the name of it.
Yeah. And I speaking of good
Andy
shows,
Samberg.
Yeah, I do enjoy me some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I haven't seen the new season yet though, but I do enjoy that show.
That show is good.
Yeah.
I watched like maybe the first. How many seasons is there? I think I watched 5.
I think there might be. I think the new season might be 7.
6 or 7. Yeah, because I watched it all the way up to the end.
Yeah.
But he had Andy Samberg on there, and like Andy Samberg was dressed like him. He was copying it. Andy Samberg was copying him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this fool this is on his show, so he's interviewing some person.
Yeah.
Like Andy Samberg comes out dressed up like him, copying him.
Yeah. And
this fool pulls down his pants, dude, with his dick tucked behind his legs, bro. So you can't see it.
Yeah.
He's yelling, "I was born a woman." And Andy Samberg like is just looking at him like, "What the fuck, dude?" And Eric Andre's like, "Hey, come on, dude! I paid you. Like, fucking do this. Like, you have to copy me." You seen how far he could go, dude? And like Andy Samberg whispers, "I make more money than you, dude. No."
He probably does make a good chunk of change on that Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like this is before Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like he was just doing Saturday Night Live and movies, I think.
Yeah.
But like Eric Andre's a maniac. Like anything, I suggest you guys watch it. And then I just finished fucking Samurai Champloo the other night, maybe last week. And I fucking love that show. It's so good. It's an anime. It's by the same people who did Cowboy Bebop, the same animation.
Okay.
But like, you know how Cowboy Bebop has like a jazz?
Yeah.
Like all the music in it is jazzy.
Mm-hmm.
This one is more like hip hop.
Okay. That's cool.
So, yeah, dude, the show's really good, man. Like It's only 25 episodes, just like Cowboy Bebop. Has a definite ending, you know.
Yeah, I do appreciate animes that don't overstay their welcome. Because
Yeah,
there are a lot of them out there, like something like One Piece, which is like
fucking
hundreds of
3,000
episodes.
episodes.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, you should watch this. It's like I'm never fucking watching that show. Like,
Yeah,
there's no fucking way.
yeah. Or like Dragon Ball, it's like 7 different kinds. Like, oh, you can watch original Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Budokai Zen, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Kai,
Yeah.
which Kai was technically just them doing Z again, but they took
So
they all the filler episodes they kind of took out, and which, like, to me, which I don't ever think they finished Kai. I don't know if they did or not. But to me, like, I hear that and I'm like, that sounds fucking awesome, because, like, if they do, you know, 50, 60, whatever the amount of episodes it was of Dragon Ball Z, and it's a tight story and it doesn't
yeah,
have all this fucking dumb bullshit in between, I'm all for that, because, like, I'd love to rewatch Dragon Ball Z, but I'm never gonna fucking watch 100 and some odd episodes of it, dude.
yeah, nah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. Like, I don't have.
Yeah.
I just don't have the energy for that.
Yeah. I got through fucking Samurai Champloo pretty quick because I would come home from work and like put it on, make some food, and eat dinner basically before I went to bed.
Mhm.
And they're only 20 minutes long on Hulu, so like I would watch like 3 episodes a night, and
Yeah,
then 25 episodes. That's like a month almost,
yeah, that's
maybe.
cool. Yeah,
So
uh,
maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
I would say another anime recommendation that's probably a little too short-lived, to be honest, is Trigon. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, Vash the Stampede.
Yeah, Vash Stampede. That's a good show, and probably should have went on for longer than it did, but I just like the kind of Western style that it has, for sure.
Yeah, it's like future Western.
Yeah, yeah, and they also had a movie as well that was pretty good. But yeah, that was a decent show as well for anime. I don't watch too many animes. I
Yeah,
did
neither do I.
I did start watching My Hero Academia not too long ago, but I haven't, like, gone back to it in a while. But it's interesting. It's like a whole show about, like there's heroes like everywhere in the show, and like normal people are like more of the minority than heroes are these
Huh.
days. And there's this kid who's like obsessed with being a hero, but he didn't get the hero gene. Uh, and then he pretty much meets his idol, and that hero's power is like basically like he's so good at everything pretty much, but the actual power isn't that. It's that he can pass it to somebody else.
Oh.
So then he's training him to be the next guy, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
uh and that's, I watched like 5 or 6 episodes of that. It seemed pretty decent, but it also seems like one of those shows that probably is going to go on for a long time, so I don't know if I'll stick with that. uh
Yeah.
but let me see here. 24 is a show that I fucking loved back in the day. Did you ever watch 24? Good old
No.
Kiefer Sutherland, 24.
Yeah,
King.
no. I knew about it because it was on TV all the time, but I never really watched it because what year did that come out? Like,
It came out a little bit after 9/11. Actually, I think that's part of the
yeah,
reason why it was so popular. It's because like people needed that show.
yeah.
Uh,
So I around that time I was like being a 21-year-old, like not watching TV and like going out and getting fucking drunk at bars and uh playing video games and not really I've never been big on TV. I don't know.
yeah, I didn't watch it when it first came out in 2001
Okay.
or maybe 2002. I didn't end up seeing it until probably like 2008, 2010, somewhere around there. No, actually, maybe even later than that. Cause yeah, it was probably like 2012 when I finally got around to watching it. Cause it was on Netflix, I believe.
Okay.
And I caught it there. And yeah, I just I don't know. It's so cool because it's like a fucking action movie that goes on for a long, there's like 9 fucking seasons of this shit. And
Yeah.
for people who don't know what 24 is, it's a show with Kiefer Sutherland in it about this character, his character Jack Bauer. He's in like basically like a sect of the CIA that's like more covert, and he does operations that like save the day every day. And the gimmick is each episode is in real time, 1 hour, and each season is 24 episodes. So you're getting the full day of him saving the day, you know what I mean? Uh So and there's yeah. So the only season that didn't do that was the most recent season that came out like a few years ago. Whenever they were like trying to bring it back, they did 12 episodes instead of 24. It was what do they call that? 24 Live Another Day or something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. But yeah, it was like they they set it up as this is a limited series return, and it was 12 episodes instead of 24. So it had a 12 episode like fast forward
Mhm.
uh, in it, which that was actually really good. And I don't know if Kiefer Sutherland just hates money because he never wanted to do another season after that. Or maybe he is getting old. I mean,
Maybe he just has money.
he does have
He's been
he
acting for so long.
he is a ginormous alcoholic though, like famously huge alcoholic. Uh, but he's also like in this band that he play. He's like kind of a country type singer in this band. So maybe he just feels like he wants to do that now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the money. He can do that. Uh, but yeah, I've just like read stories about like his agent basically saying if he doesn't have any sort of work, that man is drunk 24/7.
Hell yeah.
Which yeah, you know, I guess if you're that rich, do what you want to do.
Fuck it. Yeah.
And so yeah, 24 is like one of my. I've talked about Lost. I don't know, maybe not on this podcast, but I fucking love Lost. I know that some people kind of hated the last couple seasons. I was all in on Lost. Oh, a show I wanted to ask you if you watched or not that came up on Netflix recently. Have you caught any of Space Force?
Yeah, I watched maybe the first couple episodes and I found it was good. Well, like some parts were good and like I found it overall like enjoyable. I feel like it's trying too hard to be The Office because what's his name is doing it, the guy who does The Office.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
It's Steve
Je
Carell.
no, the actual person who made the series.
Oh, is it Greg
Greg
Daniel?
Daniels, yeah. He has part in this.
Okay.
And I watched the first couple episodes and like yeah, they're pretty funny and stuff and like they have some pretty funny like gags, ongoing gags that make me chuckle, but I didn't find it as entertaining as The Office.
As somebody who's never watched The Office, still, I was sitting there watching it, and I mean, I probably watched. It's only like 10 episodes, so I think I watched all the episodes in like a week or so. You know, like I watched like 2 episodes a night or something like that. Uh, and when it ended, I was like, huh. If if this is the same humor that's in The Office, I was like, I don't know if this is like, I don't know if that would be the kind of show for me. I was like, it's funny, but it's not really like fucking slap my knee hilarious or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some parts in The Office that are like fucking have me dying. But like I said, that Space Force isn't no Office.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's good to know if I ever do just. Where is The Office going? I know there's like a streaming,
NBC's streaming thing.
the
At the at
Peacock thing.
yeah, at the beginning of next year. So if you want to watch it, man, now's the time.
It's on Netflix right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe
I'll
I
probably
will.
do one more run of it and call it a day. I
Yeah.
think that'll be like my 10th time watching it all the way through.
Yeah, because who needs to pay for another fucking streaming service?
Yeah, just to watch The Office once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah.
But
I don't know. I've been watching Bob's Burgers. I think they're on vacation or something right now because the new one hasn't come up yet. Um,
Hmm.
Same with Dave. I
Dave,
like that show.
it's on FX.
Yeah, it's on Hulu too.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
that's how I was watching it. I think that show's like smartly funny. Like it's funny in a smart way. Like I don't know, and it's about like uh little Dicky who is a rapper and like I don't know if it's like about his real life or whatever because that guy's fucking pretty famous now. Like he has songs with Snoop Dogg and shit. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but I've known people like that are like not on a label, fucking struggling to like get by, but they want to follow their dream and make music and shit like that. Like
Hmm.
knows people that own a studio, like so I can kind of relate to that show a little.
Yeah, that's definitely a one I gotta watch. Uh, Obviously, like funny ass shows like uh, uh, It's Always Sunny. Jesus Christ, that show is like
Yeah,
consistently uh, like an amazing show. You could make a case that some of the like maybe around like season 8 or 9 is where it like peaked maybe.
yeah,
But like each season still has like a good handful of episodes that are fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Uh,
Um, yeah, that show's fucking hilarious. The one where they do the board game. What the fuck is it called?
Charlie McDennis.
Yeah, the second one where they have.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, okay. That guy with the glasses, that's like Frank's partner.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's in The Office a lot, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's like when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? That dude's in The Office. Like, oh shit. Like that one is especially funny to me.
Yeah. May Danny DeVito live a long, long life, because Jesus Christ, whenever he dies, that's gonna be a sad day for fucking Sunny fans for sure.
That show, I'll throw on Regular Show from time to time.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that is a real good one. I never watched the ending of it. I heard it got like super serious at the end.
It gets weird as fuck. Like, I think they fucking smoked like a gang of weed before they made the end.
Probably.
Yeah. But that show is really good.
Yeah. I put on How I Met Your Mother a lot. Yeah, and it's just like most of the time just background noise. But yeah, I really like that show. It's pretty funny. I think it's mostly because the cast just seems like they all work together all the time. Like, it just works. I don't know. And yeah, the ending is whatever, but like everything leading up to the ending is pretty. I mean, like, you could say the same thing about fucking Lost, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like I think I mentioned this in a chat one time. It was like, wow, I really like a lot of shows where they really fuck up the ending of it, you know what I mean? Like The Sopranos. We got to talk about how fucking great that show is. But the fucking ending, dude. I remember sitting there the first time it fucking happened. I was watching it with my parents, and like the shit just cuts to black. We thought the fucking cable went out on us right then and there. We were like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? It just like, and then like sitting there after a while and like changing the channel, we were like, oh no, that's the end. Like, it just cuts to fucking black. Which I wonder if they'll do something with that movie, The Many Saints of Newark, that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to come out this year, but I doubt it will, because no movie is really coming out right now. Probably come out next year. Which is about Christopher's dad. Like him whenever he is, and it has a young Tony, who they actually they actually cast James Gandolfini's son to play the young Tony in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I wonder if they'll like have some sort of flash forward scene or something that'll like explain. So I doubt it, but that movie looks like it's gonna be pretty. Well, I mean, it's fucking Sopranos. It's gonna be amazing. Like, you can't deny that Sopranos is like one of those top tier fucking shows, dude. Like, or maybe you can. I don't know.
I've never watched it.
Holy shit. I got like the fucking Blu-ray set over there on my shelf, dude. Like,
yeah, and I like that type of shit, dude, but I've never watched it.
Yeah. You know, talk about like 24 being an action movie that just keeps on going. Sopranos is a fucking mob movie that just keeps on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking great, dude. I don't know. But yeah. Trying to think of some of my others. I don't know. I think we like exhausted this topic enough. You definitely threw out some shows I've never watched. A lot I've heard of, but I just know, like the Chicago. Wait, is it
China, Illinois.
China, Illinois?
Yeah, you should watch that shit, dude. It's good.
Yeah, and that has like the crazy looking art style to it, right? That guy's done other shit. He's had to.
Yeah, he's done other like comics, I think.
Yeah.
But that show's fucking hilarious. The dean of the school is fucking Hulk Hogan, bro.
Yeah. That's
Just
fucking fun.
just some of the shit that is done in that show is fucking hilarious. Like their
He did
friend is
some work on South Park. That's kind of neat, I guess.
yeah, that guy the they have like a big like I don't want to say retard because that's like kind of mean, but they have like some big slow dude that's like their friend
Okay.
and his name's Baby Cakes. And like there was one where he's like he's all pissed because nobody likes his like energy bar fucking idea. And he's like, get my depression juice ready. And like this bartender is just pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a pitcher.
Wow.
I was fucking dying, dude. He's like, get my depression juice ready. And she's like, already on it. And she's fucking pouring a whole vodka bottle into a pitcher, bro. Like, cause he's so big, the pitcher is like a glass to him.
Yeah.
And there's one episode like where he gets like a porno mag and like he starts just shaking. Every time he looks at it, like he starts fucking doing one of these. And he's like, I don't know how to feel. And then he fucking like ends up shaking this chick like this, dude. Like,
Oh wow.
ah! And they're like, baby cakes, bro. Just fucking jack off, man. And then he finally does it. It's like a hostage situation. And then he fucking does it. And he's like, oh, I didn't know, man. Like, dude, so they go pretty far out there, dude. But they're
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Apparently, he made a deal with CBS All Access to make a show. So good for him. Get that money.
Yeah,
Even though I feel like that's going
China,
to be a
Illinois.
streaming service that's going to die. But
yeah, that China, Illinois, man. That's a good show. And there's 3 seasons. I think you can stream them all on AdultSwim.com
okay,
for free.
that's good. I might have to do that.
Yeah, and they're only like 10 episodes at the most. And the episodes are only 15 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of Adult Swim shows do that. They're like 15 minutes. Obviously another popular Adult Swim show that was only like 15-minute episodes was Aqua Teen.
Yeah, Aqua Teen.
You fucking love that shit. I never did watch like whenever the seasons became like different names of the show, I kind of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I do remember watching the last episode and I was like, oh, okay, that's how they're going to end it. I guess that's cool. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen it.
It's kind of weird, to be honest. It's like really
I mean,
weird.
when is that show not weird?
Yeah. But it's pretty meta in the fact that like all this shit is going on in the show. Like there's like some sort of like invincibility thing that one of them discover, and then like another one. It's so weird, dude. And then like. So, like, all these people are getting killed or whatever, and then it cuts to them watching that episode, and they're like, this is how we're gonna fucking end this? Okay.
That's
And then
funny.
it's like,
And then it ends.
yeah. And it's like,
Sounds about right.
Sounds like Aqua Teen, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much. But damn, talk about a show that, like, That show got canceled like multiple times, like Futurama, kind of like.
I think 3 times it got
Yeah,
canceled
yeah, and
and
just
then came back.
kept on coming back, man.
The best thing that I've ever seen in a movie theater is the beginning to that movie, the Aqua
That
Teen movie.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, that's
The
definitely the colon. What did they call that? Aqua Teen Hunger Force colon the movie. It wasn't
the
colon the
mo
movie.
the movie for for theaters or something. It was some
Yeah,
crazy.
it was some. Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
But the very beginning where they're telling you to shut up, like in the theater, oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah,
Mastodon, Mastodon kills it, dude.
yeah, yeah. That Simpsons movie a little bit too. That pretty much insults you for being in the movie at the beginning because he's like, why are we even at the theater? Homer's like, why
Yeah,
are we even at the theater? We could be sitting here watching TV, at home. And he's like, oh, y'all are pretty much idiots or whatever, especially you, and like points right at the camera.
yeah,
But yeah, thanks, Homer, for calling me an idiot at the beginning of this fucking movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Adult Swim one is a lot more harsher, or the Aqua Teen one.
Yeah.
They straight they straight tell you to throw your baby in the middle of the street and run it over, dude.
Jeez, it's been a while since I watched that, but I remember that being like a thing that like my entire group of friends watched that movie so much. Like,
Yeah, I was fucking dying, dude. I seen it in the theater. We went and watched it in the theater, and like I just remember laughing so hard, dude. I almost pissed myself. And then like we went back the next week to watch another movie, and
Mhm.
that movie started 15 minutes before, so we went in there and watched that shit again, dude, before we went and watched the other movie.
That's pretty cool. Hell yeah.
Just the beginning, just that little fucking minute. It's
Yeah.
so good, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I wonder if it's on Hulu or Netflix or something.
I don't know.
Like if it's included in the seasons.
I doubt it. It's like a separate thing.
Yeah. But yeah, we've been talking for a little bit over an hour. It's getting to be about 3 a.m. over here.
Yeah,
So
I'll go play some Last of Us before I pass out.
hell yeah, dude. Enjoy that. It is I don't like I said, I'm kind of mixed on the game. I'm not like, oh, I hate the game, but I'm definitely not one of those people that are like, this is a fucking masterpiece. 10 out of. I feel like The Last of Us One was to a lot of people and to me at the time it came out was a masterpiece, and I don't feel that same feeling for this second one.
Yeah, I don't know if so far if I'd have to rank it, it'd be a 9.
Yeah, like there's some people, who well, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, if you told me that The Last of Us was getting a sequel, I would be like, oh, why does it need a sequel? And then when this game came out, they're like, oh, it was absolutely necessary for this sequel. I'm kind of like, I don't really agree with that. I think you could have ended it on the first one and never made this one. And that's not to say it's bad or whatever,
Yeah,
but like I would have been totally fine with The Last of Us being a one off
one
game.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. But that being said, there are some really crazy moments in that game that are worth your time for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, everybody, we're gonna wrap this up. If you like this, like it, share with your friends.
I think my headset fucked up. All right, later. I think my headset's fucked up.